popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3. Now here's Zubac. Powell passes to Zubac. And it's in there.
That's where you got to give Zubac the ball because he's good at capitalizing close to the bucket.
Here's Curry. Pass to Green. The kick out. Curry. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
Look, you cannot leave Curry alone from anywhere. You got to pick him up at his house if you're a defender. He just rarely misses.
Now here's Powell. There's the drive. And Powell with the stuff.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Curry against Harden. Left side, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to a shot.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Here's Butler. Blocked. Now here's Leonard. A deep 3. Harden misses.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Butler. Back to Curry. Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got 5 now.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Powell, a screen on Curry. Leonard passes to Powell. And here's Harden. Butler covering. 6 to shoot. And Butler with the block.
And Butler really, he's a two-way terror. I mean, that's the only way to say it. Sending that one back.
Curry passes to Moody. To the paint. Here's Butler. Outside Pajemski. From downtown. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here's Harden. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jimmy Butler. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Butler. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Clippers trail by 7. Harden with it. Now guarded by Butler. Harden misses.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
The three. And there's Leonard on the assist from Powell.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Butler. No good. Good work defensively by Leonard. To the wing on the left. From the arc. Rebounded by Green. And there's the lob. Oh, deflected. And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Pass to Harden. For 3, Powell. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Moody. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Warriors leading. Now Curry. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Podziemski. Butler against Powell. And Butler inside.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Dunn outside. And it's Powell off the drive. And that one good. Powell's got 6.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Curry against Harden. 3-pointer. Green. It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 4.
More of an instinctual play right there from Draymond. Just anticipated that. He knows where that miss is going. Look, his guys don't miss much, but he gets the ones they do.
Harden, the pass to Powell. Zubac, screen. Harden, deep 3-point land. The offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Down low. Dunn outside. Leonard for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games for him.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Off target from 3-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. 6-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The 3 is up. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
And here's Curry for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. And 1:01 left in the half. Good on the shot. Zubats has got 6.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And stolen by Leonard. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Powell outside. Takes the 3. And Harden gets it to go on the assist from Powell. 5 points in the game.
And not a lot of limit to what the lefty can do. James Harden from deep.
From deep 3-point range. Spencer, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard passes to Zubats. Kuminga against Harden. Pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's tied up with that one. Outside Payton. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Nicholas Batum out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then there's Amir Coffey. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Pass to Mills. Batum, right side. Outside Bogdanovich. Batum sets a screen. Throws it up high. Just 5 to shoot. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Eubanks. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Coffey. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Fires for 3. The putback. No good that time. The Clippers shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Bogdanovich. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Bogdanovich has gotten his first points in this one. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Healed from outside. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Bogdanovich. It's good. Bogdanovich has gotten 4 this quarter.
Now Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, it looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Releases. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Mills with it. No made baskets yet. And he lobs it up to the rim. And they're on the run. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Coffee. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Hield fires from way outside. For the lead. The rebound by Eubanks. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Hield picking him up. Here's Eubanks. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Kuminga for the tie. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with. Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Mills, the pass to Bogdanovich. Shot to stop the run. Buries it from 3. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, there's Kuminga playing way above the rim.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Bogdanovich finds Batum. Inside. The shot by Eubanks, no good. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Warriors. The lead is 2. They set the screen. Pass to Spencer. Back to Hield. Fires away from way outside. Coffee grabs the board. Here's Mills driving to the basket, and they pick up 2. Here's Payton. And at the buzzer, count it!
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Curry for 3. Powell pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Here's Dunn. Leonard outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Harden. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The 3 from Curry. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
And that is automatic from Curry. He doesn't think twice about launching from there.
Dunn, the pass to Leonard. There's the 3. The ball's knocked loose. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Moody. Back to Butler. Double team on Butler. To the middle. Here's Moody. Butler with the ball. Launches it from deep. And the Warriors with another three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
That's good from Harden.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Clippers trail by 3. Dunn outside. Back to Harden. The 3. Fires in the triple. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And it's Butler off the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Jimmy Butler not going to back down in that situation, just inviting some contact.
For Golden State, Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
Butler hits them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Harden against Butler. And here's Dunn. An easy 2 on the layup.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Curry from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And there's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, JB, look out.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Clippers trail by 3. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. And Butler with the block. Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Leonard pulls down the board.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Curry's shot is off. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Fires from way outside. No good. And so the Warriors take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the...
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Harden pass to Dunn. Powell for three. Here's Zubac. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Kick out to Levine. Shoots the three. Harden grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A three from Leonard. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Now, the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
DeRozan, a legit threat offensively from anywhere on the floor.
Harden the pass to Powell. Murray against Leonard. Zubac kicks to Powell. Leonard with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Powell. And that one drops for him.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Now here's Levine. Stolen by Harden. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Done outside. Zubac trying to break loose. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
Bean passes to Ellis. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
Nice job by James Harden to leap out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
And Levine throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Leonard dishes to Dunn. Harden up top. He's guarded by Ellis. Harden, no good. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point differential. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Here's Zubac. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Zubac has got 6.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now, here's Zubac. 6 points for him. Levine against Dunn. DeRozan in the corner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 9. Dunn finds Zubac. Harden outside. Outside Leonard. Harden outside. Puts up a deep three. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And finished off by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, opportunistic right there, showing he can be a vertical threat.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Puts up a deep three. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, gritty play.
The Clippers shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Clippers leading by 15, and Harden wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And Leonard gets it to go.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Harden looking it over. A three-pointer off the mark. The Kings trail by 18. Here's Ellis. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Harden outside. And it's done in the corner. Back to Harden. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct.
Oh!
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard with the screen on Ellis. To the paint. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. On the wing, DeRozan. Guarded by Powell. Back to DeRozan. Puts up a three. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Get it off before the defense can respond. DeMar in the catch-and-shoot game.
Out to the wing. Dunn, wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Kings trail by 14. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
Pass to Powell. Here's Leonard. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Levine. Ellis surveying the D. Fires the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Ball's knocked loose.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Ellis against Harden. They get the rebound. Sabonis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play the game. Yes, he's got absolutely God-given talent, but he also has an incredible understanding and feel for the game, and he plays it the right way.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Fires away from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists in the game. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
We've got Bogdanovich. Batuma's out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 1 for 3. Here's Valanciunas. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
And here's Mills from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. Greg, we know about the EuroStep, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Devin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And it's LaRavia with the rebound. The Kings trail by 14. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, Pierre.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Here's Mills. And they pick up 2. Mills has got 5 now. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings, down by 12. Monk outside. Puts up a 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Takes the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to LaRavia. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Here's Eubanks. It's hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Monk against Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss. Valanciunas, good.
Now, efficient scoring in the post, just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
Here's Mills. Lays it up off the glass. Mills has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Carter drives in. Down low, Valanciunas. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
The assist goes to Carter.
Clippers leading by 8. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lyles got his first basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Batum attacking. Misses from close range. The Kings trail by 6. On its way from Monk for 2. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the 3 ball is good. Bogdanovich has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Clippers. Here's Carter. Basket good. Carter's got 8.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Los Angeles on top, up 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Leonard kicks to Harden. Here's Dunn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trail by 3. Ellis with it. Leonard picks him up for 3. Murray sinks the three-pointer.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Harden, no good. The Kings shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Ball to the Kings.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. DeRozan's shot is good.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Out to DeRozan. Takes it inside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
DeMar's basketball skill and his IQ make him such a dangerous, well-rounded scorer.
Good on the shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Done against Levine. Overdone. Levine can't hit.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Zubac. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
That elite athleticism of Zach LaVine. This guy loves to finish up high.
Here's Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Showing no hesitation in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Oh, my goodness. You could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Harden kicks to Zubac. To the paint. Here's Powell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Dunn. For 3, Levine. Sabonis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
1:15 left to play here in the 4th. Dunn misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. To the middle, and stolen by Leonard. Here we go, 1-on-1. Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Can't connect from short range. And Levine, here we go. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Ellis, it falls! And tie game, that is a huge basket right there.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Oh, missed it. side, Sabonis. To the inside, Powell with the steal. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Now, here is Harden. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5. King's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And it's DeRozan missing. Dunn against Murray. Leonard kicks to Powell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Dunn outside. Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
Bean passes to Sabonis. DeRozan scanning the floor. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket. Here's Harden. Dunn attacking. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Dunn's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. On the wing, Levine. Dunn covering. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Here's Ellis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ellis has got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Kings.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Here's the teardrop. Ellis with some nice D. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And the jam by Levine.
Levine delivery in a big moment. What a game we've got.
Harden kicks to Zubats. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Stolen by Levine. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The 3 from Harden. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Ellis against Harden. Outside DeRozan. Murray for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Now it's a 7-point Kings lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep Harden. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
For 3, Levine, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They escape with a victory, although. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at point guard. Now here's Murray. Now here's LaVine. From deep. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Murray passes to DeRozan. Here's Ellis. Here he goes. 4 on the clock. Misses in close. Golden State with the ball. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
DeRozan for 3, and he buries his first look.
A rare 3 for DeMar DeRozan. He's a different type of wing. He would much rather step in and knock down the mid-range too.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked Coach how they plan on bottling up DeMar DeRozan, and he kept the answer simple. Stay attached and stay in front of him. DeMar loves to get to his spots, and we know where those are, so we just have to make him work for it. I'm sure they'll be trying to limit his mid-range looks, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Chalk up 2 there.
A strong inside scorer. Once LaVine feels like he's got room to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
DeRozan right side. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
And he's going for the lob. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a ferocious finish. Butler is a force out there. I mean, he really plays with a big chip on his shoulder.
DeRozan for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Right side, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Green.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Here's Moody. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Murray, no good. The Warriors lead by 4. And here's Curry. He's got 5. Lets it fly. Again, the Warriors score.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Now here's DeRozan. Moody defends. Pass to Murray. Back to DeRozan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Richard, throughout his career, DeMar DeRozan has such an easy time finding ways to score.
He knows how to get to his spots on the floor, BA. You have to do your work early against DeRozan because he is a midi master. If you let him move freely, he will jay you to death.
Levine with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
As pure of a scorer as you will find in this league, DeRozan finds a way to just score points night in, night out.
Now here's Podziemski. Still no points. Back to Moody. Outside Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Warriors ahead. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Now here's Moody. Takes a 3. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Outside LaVine. Fires it. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7. Three-pointer. Gets hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Ellis passes to LaVine. For 3. And the Kings with another 3.
This is how LaVine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Now here's Murray. He's scoreless. Sabonis with a screen on Green. Murray passes to Sabonis. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
That's just bully ball. Green knows where he wants to go, and no one can do anything about it. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Butler passes to Green. And he lobs it up, and Butler is there for the flush.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's LaVine. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Butler into the lane. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise.
Pass to Ellis. From outside the arc. Pajemski grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Curry looking it over. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Ellis. Butler covering. Outside Levine. And another miss by Sacramento. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Curry. And there's another one for the Warriors.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
Kicks it to DeRozan. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Outside Levine. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Levine's got 13 now. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
On the wing, Curry. No good from outside. The Kings have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Levine can't hit. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. To the paint. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's Hield. Three-pointer. The shot no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Spencer in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Hield. Second half getting started, about a minute played. And that one's on target from the wing. Hield's got his first basket.
Tremendous shooter. Hield can hit from anywhere.
And it's Laravia missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Payton's shot is good.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Carter. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now here's Monk to the inside. Here's Lyles. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Post. Valanciunas covering to the paint. Here's Payton in the air, and he lays it in. Payton's got 5 points now this quarter. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Kings trail by 3. Monk for 3. They grab their own miss, and that one drops for him.
I like it. In old school 5, Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Hield from outside. The shot that time not on target. Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Laravia. Here's Valanciunas for the lead. Nails it from 3. Laravia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
The 3 is up, and Hield gets the 3.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Now here's Hield. 5 points in the game. And the shot falls short that time.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Monk against Hield. And Valanciunas gets it to go on the assist by Monk. And the Kings lead by 1.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. And Sacramento with some changes. 55 seconds left in the third. Green, a screen, stolen. Here's Ellis, still without a bucket. A quick shot there, it's off target. Curry against Levine. Curry, that's good.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
DeRozan. Wow, DeMar DeRozan putting a little extra on that finish.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And a deep 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Levine for 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Shots continuing to... We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Warriors trail by 4. And so in the game for the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. And so Sabonis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's LaVine. LaVine just knifes his way inside.
Such a difficult player to guard. LaVine is gifted at converting these little difficult floaters as well.
The drive by Butler, and the layup is good off the glass.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Now here's DeRozan. It's tipped. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. It's Curry all the way.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
Well, the Kings shooting around 50% of the game so far. DeRozan outside. Outside Levine. Fires from deep. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Butler taking his time here. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Moody, close in. Moses Moody.
Incredible passer at his position. Green is especially good at getting it to the open teammate.
Now here's Levine, defended by Pajemski. Shot by Levine, no good. And the Warriors with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Butler finds Green. Now Curry. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. DeRozan outside. Takes it inside. Ooh, DeMar going through traffic.
Here is a guy you can count on in these moments. The high pressure doesn't even bother DeMar.
The three from Curry. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Levine. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Moody. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Curry. Right side Green. Back to Curry. Green, a screen. From outside, off the mark.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Oh, Levine burns him inside.
Answering the call. Zach Levine, he wants the ball late. He wants to be the go-to guy.
Butler can't get it to go. The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. Money.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. From the arc. He connects. And that one brings him within 1.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stefan, Wardell, Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Now here's Levine. DeRozan with the ball. Pass to Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Butler. Green, a screen. Butler against Levine. Missed it! And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead he's given them?
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra...
Oh, he got it! He got it to go at the buzzer!
Wow. That's a big-time shot.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now here's Curry. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Curry for 3. Curry with another miss. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Here's Ellis. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. And the Kings lead by 2. Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Murray. And it's Butler with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Great action here if you're just joining us. About a minute into OT. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Kings shooting around 50% of the game so far. And Levine, here we go. Missed inside. The Warriors have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. On the take, Butler all the way to the rim.
On the drive, Butler can be so sudden. The moment he sees an opening, he just takes off.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
Green, a screen. Inside. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Oh, what a sense for the moment. Green, big-time bucket.
And the shot goes in. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Murray against Butler. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
DeRozan finds Levine. Launches a 3. The 3-pointer is good from Levine.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Pass to Pajimski. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. And he sinks it. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
Levine is taking it upon himself to be the man in crucial moments. He's that kind of clutch player.
Butler. Rebound by the Kings. On the wing, DeRozan. Outside Murray. Here comes Murray. Count it!
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Green, a screen. The 3 from Curry. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they need...
night, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And it's Butler missing. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Now, here's Dunn. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Dunn.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Well, Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Green with a screen on Leonard. Curry with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Podziemski's shot is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Harden finds Powell. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And that's how you finish. Zubac.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lobbed up there for Green, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? What timing on that alley-oop.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Curry. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got 5 points so far.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. The 3, good on the 3-point shot. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
Butler feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's Curry with the 3.
And can you not love the tenacity of Leonard? One of the best defenders to enter the league in quite some time.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school center.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 8. Got a piece of it. Here's Butler. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Done shot's good.
If Leonard doesn't like his options to score the ball offensively first, he'll play with the ball a little bit.
Butler finds Moody. Butler with the ball. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Curry with the 3. Kept alive. Butler outside for Curry. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just 2 determined. Zubac finishing strong.
It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Screen by Leonard. Down low. Kawhi taking no chances.
Well, he's got a scorer's mindset, but Norman Powell does play unselfish. If you have a better shot, he'll give it up.
You know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
That's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So, kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
No good from Zubac. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Butler gets it to go off the drive.
That was a possession where Jimmy Butler just did not settle for the jump shot. Drove right in and came right at the defense.
Now here's Dunn. Defense is right there. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Curry outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dunn. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Butler. And the rejection by Harden. And he recovers it. Butler sets a screen for Curry. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Launches a 3. See that time from Leonard.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Harden finds Leonard. Wide open shot is on the money. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace. Although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantage of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
Always finds a way, this time inside.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Here's Harden, drives to the hoop, lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Two teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
Curry against Leonard. Curry passes to Green. Now, here's Butler. 10 points for him. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Curry. Curry, terrific play. Doing it off the drive.
And look at Steph just getting in there and getting dirty.
LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Harden outside. Oh, Leonard in position.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And here is Curry. He's got 17. Fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Hield, and it's Spencer in at the 1 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Kuminga, screen on Bogdanovich. Hield from outside. They get it again.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Coffey. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Batum, not a ton of times where he's on the inside, but that time showing some toughness.
There's a screen. Spencer, the pass to Payton. Here's Post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Post has got his first points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review, that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hield with the bucket.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Mills, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kuminga against Batum. Outside, Kuminga lets the three fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. It's a one-point game.
And Batum sees the fast break and begins to get out there, making him the right option to finish it as he's ahead of the pack.
Kuminga, no good. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. They get it back. Bogdanovich passes to Eubanks. And Batum kicks to Mills. 5 to shoot. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. 3-pointer. And Buddy Hield gets the 3. Hield's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Bogdanovich looking around. Warriors with the rebound. Hield outside. All alone. Yes, that goes in. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Mills finds Eubanks. And he makes that one.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
The deep 3 from Hield. Mills with the rebound. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
7 seconds left in the third. Curry fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Warrior. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the Warriors now. 3-point lead. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Curry wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Harden. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The tray. Steph, perfection from the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Again, Curry missing. Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Powell from downtown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Outside, Green. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
The three from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Curry way outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Out to the right wing. Here's Dunn. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Curry against Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Again, Curry missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Dunn passes to Leonard. To the paint. Clippers moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. So he'll... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coaches...
Team foul. Shooting for LA.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Green with a screen for Curry. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
And here's Harden for 3. Dunn kicks to Powell. Back to Dunn. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Dunn nails both of them.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
It's Curry outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Harden. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
side, Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Clippers trail by 3. Dunn left side. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Green with a screen on Leonard. Curry outside. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Zubac's a screen on Curry. Harden finds Zubac's. Oh, no good. Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Chris Dunn picks one up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Here's Harden. Can't cash in. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
like these who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Now here's DeRozan. It's blocked.
How about Zubats? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Pass to Harden. Up and in on the layup.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Leonard. Zubats, screen, fires the 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the miss. The Kings have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Leonard, and he drives in. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Zubats. Harden with it. Dunn outside. Sinks the tray.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Here's Ellis with the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Sacramento shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, BA, but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Now here's Leonard. Up top, Dunn. He's covered by Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Outside for Harden. From deep three-point land. Zach Levine clears it away. Kings trail by 4. Here's Ellis. DeRozan against Powell. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Great D that time from Zubats.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
13.
A minute 15 left in the first.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with his defense. If you're the guy he's guarding, you're shaking your head thinking, oh, boy, this is going to be hard.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Shot is up. DeRozan for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
But Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Now here's Sabonis. No points yet. Here's Ellis. It's rebounded by Zubats. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got 6 points.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Zubats outside. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Sabonis against Zubats. Outside Harden. And a miss there on the triple. Kings trail by 10. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dunn. Out to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, opportunistic right there, showing he can be a vertical threat.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Oh, stolen by Harden. And they're running. Leonard for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Looking to... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. LaVine's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Zubac passes to Dunn. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dunn's got 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Harden. There's the 3. And Los Angeles, another 3. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seem to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Over to the wing. Dunn, the pass to Zubac. Screen by Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he banks in the layup.
You got to keep that head up, and LaVine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
The baseline J. Ellis's shot is off.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Hey, great communication on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Here's Levine for 3. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Harden from outside. Hauled in by the Kings.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Ellis passes to DeRozan. Here's Levine. For 3. And James Harden pulls it down. The Clippers lead by 10. The 3-ball. The shot by Dunn, no good. 1:15 left to play in the second quarter. Levine with room to shoot. They get it back. Murray passes to Ellis. Here's Levine for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Powell finds Zubac. And the Clippers miss again. Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Battles for the finish. Zach LaVine.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Dunn, the pass to Zubac. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish. Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Count it. Good. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Now, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Oh, okay then.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Pass to Powell. 4-3. Oh, DeRozan with the block. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, now let's check in with it. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Patrick Mills, Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. To the middle. Here's Mills. Oh, nice D from Carter. Kings trail by 6. Here's Lyles. Pass to Carter. Back to Lyles. 6 to shoot. Carter from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Eubanks. That three's off the mark. Well, the Kings shooting only 39% so far in the game. Here's Lyles. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Clippers lead by 4. Eubanks, the pass to Batum. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Monk. Oh, throw it
Look
down.
out.
Can you say elevation? B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Back to Mills. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Monk. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes both free throws. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Mills finds Bogdanovich. And here's Eubanks. Valanciunas covering. And here's Batum. Outside Mills. Outside Bogdanovich. Batum with a screen on Monk. Here's Bogdanovich. And he lays it up and in.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
Valanciunas with a screen on Mills. Carter from outside. Second chance effort. Monk for 3. Counted from distance. Monk's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And he makes it.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Kings have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Carter against Mills. Carter, the pass to Lyles. And he dunks it down.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Batum outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Mills. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound.
I'll tell you, on the low block, Valanciunas has shown that he can be a skilled offensive player, and the defense has got to pay attention to him. What a tremendous job playing through contact.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Clippers trail by 4.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And it's a completely new group for the Kings. He hits the second from the line. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Levine passes to Murray. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Dunn. Now Powell. Back to Dunn. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
But Chris Dunn has proven over and over he is not afraid of drawing contact on these shots.
He does not get the second one. Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis looking over the floor. Murray from outside. Rebounded by Dunn. The Clippers trail.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Outside Harden. And he hits it to tie the game. Harden's got 11 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So
that's the end of the third, and it's tied up. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spot. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Sabonis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden, the pass to Dunn. To take the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And so he hits both. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. Lets it go from deep. And LaVine gets it to go on the assist by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight.
when LaVine plays with energy, there's very little a defense can do to contain him.
Harden against LaVine. Harden's shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 1.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
LaVine finds DeRozan. Here's Ellis. Back to DeRozan. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
An excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
DeRozan passes to LaVine. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Dunn. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Chris Dunn turning himself into a dangerous weapon on the offensive end.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's LaVine for 3.
And that's about attention to detail on the defensive end. Chris Dunn really getting after it with his quick feet.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Leonard's shot's good.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is so opportunistic, and he has the length to create those second chances.
Left side, LaVine. And LaVine, throw it down.
This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. LaVine, big time.
Done with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Harden sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Here's LaVine for 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keegan Murray. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Back to Harden. Dunn outside. Let's go with a 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Oh, it's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Ellis. Sabonis with a screen on Harden. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Dunn. And here's Harden. It's Powell on the wing. Screen by Leonard. Here's Dunn. No good with the triple. Kings trail by 3. To the paint.
Yes! And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Harden, the pass to Powell. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Dunn outside.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2- and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
No fear, under duress, big-time moment, and Domantas Sabonis delivers.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game. The Kings call timeout. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Done with a steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie.
Sports, bringing you and now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Oh, and the jam by Butler. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Lets it go from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Levine inside the three-point line. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
Stolen by Ellis. DeRozan for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Green with a screen on Ellis. Curry looking around. Pass to Podziemski. Clock at 6. Back to Curry and taken away by Ellis. And the Kings pushing it up now. And here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. At the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Murray's one of those guys who might be better suited for the NBA than college ball. More screens, more off-ball movement. He's talked about how much it benefits him.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Now here's Ellis after the miss from Stephen Curry. And here we go. It's Butler. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray, the pass to Levine, 14 feet away, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Murray from deep three-point land. And the Warriors miss again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Shot from the wing, and the basket by Curry.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. I was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A. And here are the Warriors now. The Kings getting the bucket. Wide open look here for Murray. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 7. And Butler, here we go. When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Now here's Levine. Here's Sabonis. And Curry pulls it down.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Plenty of space. Tries again, and it goes down 2 points. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Shot's good by Sabonis.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
Green with a screen for Curry. Over Ellis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got his third bucket of the night. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Lets it go with the three. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Levine, good. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Curry. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Levine deciding where to go with it, and no good that time. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Butler nails both of them. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get it back. DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Moses Moody. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Kings lead by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one. And no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Kings have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
LaVine, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
Yeah, you can't give Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly.
That bucket in no time at all. DeRozan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Ellis against Curry with the shot. Warriors with the rebound. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Kings.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Ellis with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Murray for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Here's Curry with the 3. Outside Butler. And the wide open shot from Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Murray, good.
How about the fast hands from Murray? It takes hours of practice to be that comfortable with the quick release.
Butler is screen on Ellis. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. That one on Butler.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
From deep. Sabonis, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Curry.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Butler with the steal. Pass to Moody. Green with a screen on Sabonis. Butler in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Sacramento leading by 7. Here's Ellis. Makes it off the glass. Ellis has got 5 now.
Showing off those playmaking skills. Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Butler is screen on Ellis. Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Murray, the pass to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's DeRozan. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's an 11-point Kings lead. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Three-pointer, Hield, nailed from three-point land. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the banks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court show.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Peyton. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the 5. Down low. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Kings leading now by 10. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
no question. He is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Hield with the bucket.
Tremendous shooter. Hield can hit from anywhere.
Kings have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside, Payton puts it up from 15. Rebound by the Kings. On for 3. They grab their own miss. It's good. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. Kings leading now by 14. Here's LaRavia. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the Warriors miss again. Sacramento's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Valanciunas, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's LaRavia missing. Warriors trail by 16. Hield with it. Now guarded by Monk. Monk against Hield. Again, Hield missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
So they foul intentionally. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Monk for 3. Here's LaRavia, and he makes good on the layup. LaRavia's got 5.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
A nice shot by Spencer.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot out.
1:21 left to play in the third. Fires from deep. Monk with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Here's Sacramento. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's LaRavia. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Spencer's shot is off. The Kings shooting 43% for the game. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. That shot off the mark. Hield with it. Now guarded by Monk. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that's good. Buddy Hield for 3. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter.
Outstanding jumper from Buddy.
Carter the pass to Monk. Carter looking around. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Golden State. The deep 3 from Hield. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. It's stolen by Green. Here's Moody, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Kings leading now by 15. Here's Levine. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple-level score, and when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside DeRozan. There's the 3. Fires for 3. Levine can't hit.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Back to Curry. Here's Pajemski. DeRozan defending. Green with a screen on Murray. Curry can't get it to go. The Kings shooting 40% from the field. And it's DeRozan missing. Warriors trail by 17. A 3-ball. Pass to Pajemski. Golden State moving it around. Green with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Pajemski. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Pajemski's got his first basket of the night.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Levine. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. Curry with another miss. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Levine can't hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Kings leading now by 18. Deep 2 from Murray. They get the rebound. Sabonis, nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Getting good position as always. Sabonis going to town. Love his footwork in there.
Butler a screen on Ellis. Curry against Ellis. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Sacramento.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Keegan Murray.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
That's a 2 from Butler. Rebound by the Kings. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sabonis for 3. Levine. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And it's the Warriors' ball. Curry with it. Sabonis defending. Lets it go from the wing. Curry's shot is good. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ellis left side. For three, Levine traps in the tray.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
No one covering.
Good at keeping the game simple. When Curry sees the mid-range J open up, he rises up with confidence.
And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analyst,